Good Monday morning, meaties. Welcome to your weekly live stream of horror news and channel updates. It's good to be back. Good to be back to see all your lovely faces that I can't actually see, but I'm pretending in my head. Shout out to Macy being the first one to chat this morning. How y'all doing? Oh yeah, I forgot that we're on the main channel again and that the chat is bumping when this happens, dude. I forgot about that. I am back. We did not have a live stream last week because I was in the Bahamas on a cruise. It was, do I recommend a cruise, Anthony Fuse? That's a good question. You know what? By the end of the cruise and on the way back, we were missing the cruise a bit. That was our first time ever doing a cruise. We just decided to try one for the heck of it. I'd say it was overall a fun time. It was not the poop cruise. Definitely got back and watched that though. While we were gone, there was the Netflix released the Poop Cruise documentary, which was fun. Yeah, the cruise food was great, Hooper. We did Royal. We went to, it was on Utopia of the Seas, if you want to look that boat up. Big boat. Big boat. Second or third biggest boat in the Caribbean, I think. Big boat, dude. Did a little rock climbing there. I feel like the water slides are overrated, maybe. Cruise activities. Yeah, the best thing to highlight was when we actually got to go to Nassau, the capital of the Bahamas. When we stopped in there and we did a little tour, got to visit a rum factory and a rum cake factory and drink rum and drink beer. What's the Bahamian beer? Starts with a K. That was pretty good. It was a nice little light lager. But were there lifeguards? Yes, there were some lifeguards, Chavo. Oh, someone else was on Oasis of the Seas. That's what I kept calling it. I kept mistaking it and saying Oasis of the Seas instead of Utopia. But I look rested. Well, that's good because I didn't get a ton of rest. Because cruises are loud and cruises, what I didn't expect, orient all their activities around fucking early risers, dude. Things were closed at like 7. All the activities on the cruise were closed at 7. And the pools, a lot of them were closed at 9. And Chelsea and I are late night people, man. We thought we'd be able to walk around at 1 a.m. on that boat and be able to do shit. Nope, not the case. They were tailoring around getting up at 8 and doing shit. Whatever. So, but the beds were nice. The rooms were great. It was a fun time. Fun time. All right. What's the update on the Dominion kill count? We'll get to that when it's the Dead Meat news part. Thank you, Scalopleton. Appreciate it. But we can start with the horror news stuff right now. I'm on a cruise to get drunk. Don't wake me up at 8. What? You gotta do all the... Oh, mug of the day is Lucid Cat. Come to do no good. Look at that cutie. Look at that cutie pie. All right. Let's see what we're working with here. When it comes to the news, Five Nights at Freddy's available on Dead by Daylight. This may seem like old news. Again, remember we weren't here last week. So this news came out the day after the previous live stream. So you already know this. You already know that Five Nights is on Dead by Daylight. But what a huge... oh, thank you, Seba Kavoy English. Appreciate that. I have not seen Shocker. This has got to be one of the biggest mergers of horror properties ever, dude. Dead by Daylight's huge. Five Nights at Freddy's, huge. Even features the likeness and voice of Matthew Lillard in Springtrap's legendary yellow rabbit outfit. I know these things because I'm a huge FNAF head. I'm a FNAFer. That's what they call us. We're FNAFers. Oh, hey, the chat's not, the live stream's not fucking up like it was 2 weeks ago, right? It's not like disconnecting and stuff. That's good. Great. Anyway, you've probably already played this if you're into this, but just in case if you haven't, I like the creepy little trailer they had for this. Look at the little lo-fi and the video staticky. you know, it's an easy gimmick to do with horror to make it creepy and scary, but I think it works. I like it a lot. So, go ahead and play as Springtrap and Freddy. Can you play as Freddy? And build up an aura. Build up your aura. Thanks, Nemesis67. Oh, only Springtrap. You can only play as Springtrap. I'll tell you what. It'd be cool if Springtrap was chasing James A. Janice, right? Every once in a while, a post is made on the Dead by Daylight subreddit or on Twitter. Someone being like, Dead Meat should be a survivor. I'm like, yeah, dude. He should. That's not the case. That's not a hint. That's not actually happening. But it'd be cool if it did, right? It'd be cool if it did. Thanks, Sketch Doe. When are we getting the other hell? Oh, yeah, you can't play as Sad Boy Mike. Very sad. Yeah, Mike. What's his last name? I don't even remember. He fucking won Horror Survivor, and I can't remember his goddamn name. Mike, Schmidt. Mike Schmidt. That's right. Everyone loves Mike Schmidt. He's the best character. Thank you, Michael. Social media coordinator Michael chiming in with that accurate Mike Schmidt. Here's the big news. Blumhouse bought Saw. Thanks, Cactus. It's the Jason X face smash. You know it. Blumhouse bought Saw. 50% of Saw. Thanks, Mark. You did see me on the Megan PSA. That's right. Blumhouse bought Twisted Pictures' half of Saw. Saw was owned 50-50 by Twisted Pictures, which was producers Oren Cools and Mark Berg, and also Greg Hoffman before he passed away shortly after the release of Saw 2. Blumhouse has purchased their share. Lionsgate retains their 50% as distributors. So, what does this mean for Saw? This news is very well timed for us because we're in the middle of hot Saw summer. We're not even in the middle. We're like up to our shins in hot Saw summer. We've put our foot in the water. We've let that acclimate to the temperature. And then we've taken a step down the little steps into the pool. And now the water's up to our shin and we're like, okay, all right, gonna get used to this. In a couple of weeks, we'll get it up to our chonies. And that's when you really gotta wait, you know. You step in and it goes past your thighs and then it's oh, all right, hold on. Okay, I think I'm good. But we are on Saw 2. This week will be Saw 3 on Hot Saw Summer on the podcast. And I don't know, man. I think we're kicking off a whole bunch of Saw. Saw's in the air. And is that because of us doing Hot Saw Summer on the podcast? Maybe. I don't know, dude. All I know is that Blumhouse decided to buy the rights to Saw, and that Billy's back in the Fortnite store. Coincidence? I don't know, dude. All I know is that Hot Saw Summer's going on right as all this Saw news is coming out. So, I don't know what this... If you do watch Hot Saw Summer, you will know that Chelsea and I love the Saw franchise. It's so fucking fun. But the reason we love it is the soap opera element. The continuous story weaved, especially between the first 7 and Saw 10. Spiral, Jigsaw. You know what, guys? You were trying to be too independent. You were trying to do too much of your own thing. We like the meaty Saw story. We want the story to keep zooming out and showing us that person was there the whole fucking time. Now, obviously it's going to be difficult to do that moving forward. What with character deaths, what with actors aging. But if Blumhouse does decide to go the route of a Saw reboot, I'll be disappointed, man. Because for me, the thing that I love about Saw is John Kramer. Specifically, Tobin Bell as John Kramer. It's Shawnee Smith as Amanda Young. It's Costas Mandylor as Hoffman. It is these characters played by these actors doing their stupid little stuff in this long, drawn-out story. And it's not about the traps for me or the gore that especially the later seasons, I mean, they're basically seasons, but the later sequels really came to capitalize on. So, I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about a Saw reboot. I would give it a chance, obviously, but it just wouldn't be what I was looking for in a Saw movie. I think there are ways to continue the Saw story moving forward without breaking the continuity. The problem is I don't think they're very marketable ways or maybe very interesting, because especially with Jigsaw dead, and there's no more room in the timeline to fit any more flashbacks with him. You could put 3 backwards hats on him. It doesn't matter. I don't think there's any more room out of the movies that we've seen in the story to squeeze another flashback into a spot, man. I think we have seen every moment of time from when John Kramer was diagnosed with cancer to when he died. I don't think you could... Maybe a flashback of him sitting on the toilet being like, oh, God, I really gotta take care of this before I get back to building my trap. Amanda! I'm out of toilet paper. Get me a new roll, please. Get me the Charmin Bears. I hate their commercials, but I love their toilet paper. That's me. That's just James talking. I fucking hate those bears, but I get that toilet paper every time, man. Especially with the little wavy cuts for easy tear. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, we'll see if Saw gets a reboot. It probably will. I doubt they're gonna move forward with fucking... Let's reveal Hoffman survived and bring back Carrie Elwes and Daniel Matthews. That'll make a good... Like, they're not gonna do that. That's not gonna make them any money. Oh, let's get Logan. New movie with Logan clashing head-to-head with Hoffman. Like, no one's gonna fucking care about that. So, almost certainly going to be a remake. I'd be happy to be proven wrong, but we'll see. We'll see. No indication yet either way, but we do know that James Wan and Leigh Whannell are back, as all the news has said, in creative positions. My guess is producers. Maybe... I'd like to see Whannell direct a Saw movie. Back when he was involved in Saw, he was not directing yet. He was still just writing. But since then, he has taken up the directing position with films like Upgrade and Invisible Man and Wolfman. So I would love to see Leigh Whannell direct a Saw. Maybe James Wan will direct one. I don't know. But we'll see. We've got a When Evil Lurks sequel in development, according to director Damien Rugna. If you haven't seen When Evil Lurks, you're missing out. It was a huge horror movie in 2023 and swept the Dead Meat Horror Awards, earning the nickname When Evil Sweeps. And now the filmmaker is talking about doing a sequel, which is interesting. It's a movie that I wouldn't say needs a sequel, but it does take place in a very realized world that, I mean, one of the benefits of that movie is that it takes place in this fictional world that it doesn't spend a lot of exposition explaining or holding your hand. It just, you're there. It exists. You're plopped in the middle of it. You pick up what's going on as you're watching very naturally. I think that's great. And so because that world is so realized, I could see a sequel working. I also like what Rugna said about the script and about how he wants to make sure he gets it right. He said that if you have a script that doesn't scare you, you have to rely on jump scares. And he doesn't want to do that. He wants a script where you don't know what's going to happen in 2 minutes, and so that will be the scary element. So, because When Evil Lurks, when that gets going, it just does not stop. It is a fast-paced, constantly heightening situation, and it's good stuff. So, When Evil Lurks Bloodlines, that's right, Charles Snow, that's exactly what it should be called. Because now Bloodlines are good horror movies. Let's start a new trend. Let's make it so that whenever a horror movie comes out and its subtitle is Bloodlines, we're all like, oh shit. We're that gif of that guy behind the tree, just like, Bloodlines horror movie. Let's do it. Let's fucking go. Come on, When Evil Lurks. Make it a trend. Saw Bloodlines. You could definitely do Saw Bloodlines, dude. Thank you, Ari Gonzalez. What if they did a requel where Kramer actually had a son? Dude, you're gonna do Gideon like that? You're gonna be like, yo, I know that so much of this character and this storyline was built around Gideon and his poor fate. But actually, he did have a son, and it's okay. Don't diss Gideon like that. Megan Bloodlines. It would probably do better financially. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Cineverse, the company that brought us Terrifier and other films. They've got release dates for Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Return to Silent Hill. So Silent Night, Deadly Night is a reboot. The second, I guess the first one, that was before reboot was a big term, right? No, I guess that was a reboot. I don't even remember what year that was. Was that 2009? Silent Night, the one just called Silent Night. That wasn't bad. It was a solid slasher, but we've got a reboot. This one will actually feature Billy Chapman, so it's more of a remake of the original film. And what's great is that Billy Chapman is being played by Rowan Campbell from Halloween Ends. I know not everyone likes Halloween Ends. It's in the question mark part of my brain where I'm like, I don't know. But I do know Rowan Campbell fucking rules as Corey Cunningham. He rules in The Monkey. He rules in everything. And so I'm excited to see him as Billy Chapman in Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is being written and directed by Mike P. Nelson, who did the Wrong Turn reboot, which again, I know is kind of divisive. I thought it was a well-made movie, at least, for the most part. Didn't he do he did a VHS segment too. Which VHS segment did Mike P. Nelson do? Oh, and Ruby Modine, isn't she from Happy Death Day? Yeah, she's from Happy Death Day. That's good. Ambrosia and No Wake, that's right. Thank you very much, Dingo Schwartz. Gotta love a chat where I can thank Dingo Schwartz for some valuable information. Mike P. Nelson did the two connected ones, where it was the kids out on the lake and then the family reunion coming out party type thing. And then Silent Hill, to Silence, Return to Silent Hill is a movie that will be coming out in January 23rd. Oh, Silent Night, Deadly Night it's coming to theaters December 12th. So good, nice Christmas horror movie in December. That's great. Silent Hill will be coming out January 23rd. And anything about this? Third installment in the film franchise. First one, not bad. Second one, did not see. But it has Kit Harington in it. That's funny. Yeah, Silent Hill, good time to do this since the games are kind of bumping right now. The remake game, etc., etc. You ordered the monkey toy and still haven't received it. Sometimes things take a long time to ship, Chavo. I'm sorry. Silent Hill, Deadly Hill. Can't wait for Rowan Chapman to say Garbage Day. That wasn't Billy who said Garbage Day. That was what was his brother's name? I know he's played by Eric Freeman. Billy's brother, Ricky Chapman said Garbage Day. So you have to wait for the sequel. Get your trash. Bimmy. Yeah, they might have a Garbage Day. Yeah, they might have a Garbage Day in there. Silent Hill Bloodlines. Silent Night, Deadly Bloodlines. Universal is opening Horror Unleashed in Vegas on August 14th. That is a year-round version of Halloween Horror Nights with 4 haunted mazes you can go through year-round in Vegas. And now the new news is that they are going to do the same thing in Chicago, representing Universal's first branded experience in the Midwest. So, Midwest Horror Nights, there you go, Chicago. It'll be an indoor venue. I think, at the former Tribune Distribution Center, situated between the River North and Westtown districts. I don't know, Chicago. I don't know, Chi-Town. You tell me if that's a good area. I have no idea. Don't know when this one will open, but like I said, the Vegas one opens on August 14th at the Area 51 district, which also has the very cool Meow Wolf, very cool Meow Wolf attraction. The houses will be Exorcist Believer, Universal Monsters, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Scarecrow the Reaping. So, sounds like all houses we've seen before at Halloween Horror Nights, but that's fine. Give them another life. Will we ever get a Nightmare recount? Maybe one day. I'd like to. They deserve it. Shelby Oaks, the horror movie made by Chris Stuckman, apparently had reshoots to add more gore and violence. And now it finally has a wide release date in October, which this is really good. Because this year, for some reason, as far as I know, there aren't a lot of big horror movies coming out in October. I think just The Black Phone, as far as like big productions and huge releases. So this might be able to stake out a claim, especially coming in early in the month, October 3rd. That might be a good idea from Neon to release this during that. I don't know what else might be coming out in October, but I'll definitely be looking out for this one because this is from Chris Stuckman, fellow YouTuber turned filmmaker. And this movie, a found footage horror film, was acquired by Neon. It premiered in Montreal last July. And then instead of coming out last year or any time earlier than that, it is going to be coming out this year because, they got more money to go back and punch up some particularly bloody elements. They also said something about another editor coming in and doing a different cut. Let's see. Neon brought in Companions editor to give Stuckman's movie a fresh edit and polish. Man, I would love to, because I didn't see the first cut that aired at festivals. I would love to know what they're doing, how much of a change is happening, and who the original editor was. I doubt it was actually Stuckman himself, but maybe. The new footage recontextualizes some of the original story, but really it was about fleshing out the practical effects. And they brought in Derek Mears, who played Jason Voorhees in the Friday the 13th reboot, to do something. Nobody knows, but very cool. Part of this article talks about how some of the backers on Kickstarter, this was originally a Kickstarter-funded film. Stuckman is an editor. I assumed he edited his own videos. I don't know, but I doubt he would. Editing a feature is a lot different than editing a YouTube video. So I was just talking out my ass, dude. Don't worry about it. So let's see. Yeah, it was talking about how some backers were getting frustrated by how long it was taking to come out, but that's what happens with movies. And it sounds like Stuckman's been transparent and communicative with those backers, so. Best of luck to the movie. I will definitely be seeing it and covering. Also, Stuckman was part of our panel. He was part of the Dead Meat Horror Awards voting panel. He helped choose winners who got the prime ribs this past year. Why do people hate Chris? I don't think people hate him. My understanding, and I didn't follow the situation as it happened, I just read about it after the fact, was that when he decided to seriously pursue making movies, he said that he would change his approach to YouTube videos, and instead of reviewing films instead of reviewing all films and kind of trashing the ones he didn't like, he would only review movies that he did like because he didn't want to insult people who actually made films. Was that about right? Some old fans complained he got softer with his reviews. And you know what? I hear the same thing. I hear the same thing with kill counts. People say occasionally that, like, I used to be more harsh, or in their minds, like, more fair and more critical of horror movies than I am now. I don't think that's a matter of, like, selling out or whatever, as some people think. I think it's more of a matter of perspective. The more you learn about filmmaking, the more you realize how fucking impossible it is to actually make a movie, and that even the worst movie getting made is a miracle. So you're less inclined to kind of shit all over a movie, especially knowing that it doesn't take a lot to fuck up a movie. You could have 9 out of the 10, you could have 90% of the people working on it putting in their best work, and something goes wrong with that 10%, and then the movie's not good. So it's, you don't want to rag on it too much, because people are putting in their honest work and trying to make something that's good. So I think that's just the approach that Stuckman took with his reviews after moving into filmmaking, and I think that some people want to see. And you know what? If your complaint is that you do want a reviewer who, even if they understand the difficulties of making a movie, will still, you know, tell you when something sucks in their opinion, that's fine. I understand that want to have a reviewer who will do that, but I don't think there's any need to judge Chris or myself for not doing that. It's just a matter of perspective. Yeah, the internet's full of those people. We did it with The Swarm, but even with The Swarm, it was like, these shots look great. This slow motion is incredible. The rest of the movie's awful. Here's a little thing. Legos are releasing the XFiles set. So if you're an XFiles fan, like I know Ben is, I don't think Ben's here. I haven't seen him, but I'm talking about brand manager and producer Ben Bellevue, without whom these live streams would not happen. Oh, he's there. Fucking Ben jump scare. Pretty sure he's an X-Files fan. Maybe. Right? Aren't you a big X-Files fan? Pretty sure you're a big X-Files fan. You're not? Who am I thinking of? Ben's like, no, Unc. I ain't old enough to be an X-Files fan. He's never seen the show before in his life. Who the fuck am I thinking of? Josh is. Oh, editor Josh in the house. Josh says he's a big X-Files fan, so there you go. Go ahead, Josh. Look at the little alien. Can we see this closer? Look at that. Can we zoom in? Can we enhance? Look at that. It's an alien. Look at that messy office. Wow. That's fun. Go buy it, Josh. No, what they need is this. I need Alien Mr. Burns Lego. That's what I want. I bring you love. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Speaking of Saw, Darren Lynn Bousman and Josh Stolberg launched a podcast. This is such a cool idea. I can't believe this hasn't been done before. It's called Darren and Josh Make a Movie. It's a weekly podcast, and it will document them making a movie. Now, if you didn't know, Darren Lynn Bousman directed Saws 2, 3, 4, and Spiral. 2, 3, 4, fantastic run of movies, maybe the best run of 3 Saw films in the series. Rewatching these movies for the podcast, you really realize how crucial Darren is to the entire franchise. He really honed the style. He's the one responsible for the crazy transitions. Saw would not be what it is without Darren. Josh Stolberg, writer, wrote Jigsaw and Spiral, which, I mean, I've said before, not a big fan, but he also wrote Saw X, which is one of the best Saws. So, because it's fun, like, Darren directed Spiral. Again, I didn't really care for it, but he directed Saws 2 through 4, which are all fucking bangers. And then, yeah, Josh Stolberg totally redeemed himself, making Saw X, which is fucking amazing. So, again, like, you can rag on someone for making movies you don't like. You don't know, they might pop out something that you fucking love, dude. Saw X is the only good Saw. Lies. That's a fucking lie, Nick. Did he write 3D? He did not. That was, Melton and Dunstan. Is that their names? Patrick Melton and... It's always hard for me to remember teams, like writing teams. I mean, guys, keep watching Hot Saw Summer, because you're going to find out that I actually don't hate Saw 3D anymore. It's not good, and it still has many issues, but it's kind of fun camp. I like it more than Saw 5. Watching these back, Saw 5 is kind of boring, dude. Saw 5 suffers, I think, from a weak director. No offense to David Hackle, who was the production designer for the first 4 Saw movie, or no, Saw 2 through 4, and then got to direct 5. 5 is fucking boring. 5 is not the healthcare one. 6 is the healthcare one. 6 fucking rules. 6 fucking rules. Thank you, Hendrick fans. Saw 5 is just eh. Saw 3D though, dude. Saw 3D has blood splattering on a garden gnome that you have no idea why that gnome is there. And it makes me very happy. Saw 3D is mean. It is mean. That's a problem. But it's also kind of campy. When that fucking Nazi gets his arms and jaw ripped off, the way he's just standing there. Oh yeah, the fucking crazy line, Sakuna. I knew you were crazy. You're crazy. You were crazy the moment I laid eyes on you, crazy. It's so fucking dumb. And then that guy ends up actually being like a good cop. You find out that like he actually was trying to root out corruption and didn't cover up for when Hoffman like randomly killed a person. You're like, oh fuck, now I like this guy? No, he's an asshole. Oh man, it's fucking Saw 3D. What a trip. Anyway, we're not talking about Saw 3D. We're talking about Darren and Josh Make a Movie, this new podcast, which will follow them from the brainstorming stage of making a movie to hopefully, at the end of it, having an actual movie. So they're structuring the show around 4 seasons. Not the world famous landscaping company where you want to give all your important announcements. 4 seasons of this podcast. First one will be development, kind of brainstorming. Then pre-production, that's like the writing stage and casting and all that. Production, actually shooting it. And then post-production, the editing of it. So is it a video podcast or just a podcast? All podcasts are video podcasts now. You can't do a non-video podcast. You won't get promoted in the algorithm. You won't get your views or listens. So it is a video podcast. And these guys, dude, if you don't know these guys, they will fucking I think it just said candid. Yes, they are candid as fuck. They will talk about shitty experiences they've had. They will talk about people who wronged them. They will talk about things that went wrong on sets. They will not give a fuck. They're not going to like sugarcoat things as a way to like, I don't want to burn any bridges in the industry. No, they will give you the realness about what it's like making a movie. And what's super exciting is that, if you haven't seen it, Chelsea and I are in the 2nd episode, along with Hannah Mae Lee from the Babysitter movies and Pitch Perfect. So check this out. We talk about genre. as they kind of try to narrow in on a subgenre of what they want to make. So we talk about, you know, the movies that influenced us, the subgenres that we're kind of sick of, the tropes that we like to see. So check this out, dude. Why does David Sims look like hell if I know? What, Ben, what are you talking about, dude? We're talking about a podcast here. Baby Sarah, also not my favorite movie, but Hannah was such a sweetheart. She was great. So, yeah, check this out. Go watch this video. Leave a comment saying that, you know, Dead Meat brought me here if you want. It's really good stuff. So check this out. I think Michael is doing the link thing in the chat. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun, and we're very honored that they invited us to be a part of it. Brush of the God is a... Was it a crowdfunded kaiju movie? The directorial debut of late great Tokusatsu special effects master Kaizo Murase. Murase. He was known for his legendary effects work in various Japanese sci-fi films like Godzilla, Mothra, etc., etc. He directed this movie where it follows the grandson of a special effects model maker who passed away. Oh, granddaughter, I'm sorry. And then they get like sucked into a world where the movie takes place. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but just reading about it sounded kind of cool. It's live action? Brush of the God? Is it, wait, is it out? Oh, we're staying tuned for the US release of it? So like, oh, it's stop motion? Well, that's cool. Stop motion's dope. Is it a whole ass stop motion movie? Wait, what's this? That's not stop motion. I don't know. Sinners has become the biggest original Hollywood movie since inception. Sinners, a very long theatrical run, just because it kept making money, which is really cool. So it has passed Gravity as far as making money domestically. And so now the furthest back you have to go to, or no, the most recent original film that has made more than Sinners is Inception. Not sure when it will be. Oh, it comes to Max July 4th, according to Jason Edwards in the chat. But yeah, great movie, phenomenal. Made a lot domestically, did not make a lot internationally. And this article wonders if it was like a marketing thing. As someone who follows box office stuff pretty closely, the unfortunate case is that a lot of movies that star predominantly black casts don't do well overseas, which is very unfortunate. But does seem to be a trend, so that sucks. Also, Sinners is very American in its subject matter, its story. It's it's talking about an American, the history of slavery in the country and the impact on black people here, Jim Crow, all that. So I could see that not really resonating with other countries, which, they're fucking lost, dude. That's right, one horror movie fan. They're fucking lost if they're not watching this incredible film. It's also the history of blues music, which influenced like all music. Yeah, but blues music is a very American thing, you know? You could say that, I don't know, you could say that kabuki theater is a big influence on other live things, but a movie about kabuki theater made in that much with American audiences, you know, despite it being the root of something. If it's a distinctly if it's a distinct like culture or product of a specific country, I could see it, you know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's doing fucking great. It's fine. Maybe there was talk of a sequel, so whatever. And then, lastly, for the news is Jurassic World Evolution 3, which comes out in October. Won't use AI after all. I wasn't aware that this was a thing, but apparently Jurassic World Evolution 3 was going to use AI to render portraits of the scientists in the game. A lot of people, fans, spoke out about it, and good job, everyone who did that, because the folks at Frontier acknowledged the complaints and decided to remove the AI elements from the game. So, good job, people. Way to use your voice. Very good job. Good work. Jurassic World Evolution 3, that's the like Zoo Tycoon Jurassic series. And you can build a dinosaur theme park with over 80 awe-inspiring prehistoric species. 75 of which allow you to manage, breed, and nurture family. Wait, what's wrong with the other 5? Why can't you do it? I don't know. This is one of those games where it's like, man, if I had all the time in the world, I would fucking sit there and make the best dinosaur park ever. Tyrannosaurus Tycoon. That's fun, Ryan. That'd be, I would love to do that. Anyway, that's what we got on the horror news front, I believe. So let's talk some dead meat stuff. Well, let's start with Jurassic World, since we're on the subject. The Jurassic World Dominion kill count was supposed to come out on Friday. It is unfortunately currently blocked due to a copyright claim from Universal. Very disappointing. Very disappointing to find out about this. You know, I went on that cruise. I was hoping that when I got back on Friday, that episode would be out. I would get to read all the comments on it. I was also hoping all the videos from Dead Meat Presents would be moved over to Dead Meat. That was supposed to happen the day after we made that announcement, when we released that video saying everything's moving back to Dead Meat. We were under the impression that starting on that Monday, all the videos on Presents would be moved over to Dead Meat. Because we have done that process once before, the other way, moving videos from Dead Meat to Dead Meat Presents. And that went off without a hitch. That went off on schedule. For some reason, this time around, it's taken a few weeks to actually happen. So fingers crossed that it actually happens this week. If you read the newsletter, I had some thoughts in there. If you haven't read the newsletter, sign up for the Dead Meat newsletter. Do we got a link to that, Ben or Michael, for people to sign up? In it, I mentioned, you know, it's such a privilege to be able to move videos from channel to channel. 99% of people can't do that, so I'm not going to complain that it's taking longer than I wanted it to. It'll happen when it happens. And that's that. You know, I'm excited for when the Dead Meat Presents videos are actually back living on the Dead Meat channel, and I'll just have to wait for that to happen. Ben just sent the link. You can sign up at the bottom of our website, deadmeat.rip. On the subject of the copyright claim, it's just such a fucking disappointment, man. It's messing with our release schedule, because we were supposed to release the kill count for Jurassic World Dominion on Friday, and then these interviews that we did with Megan cast and crew, with Allison Williams, Violet McGraw, and director Gerard Johnstone. I interviewed them in person. That was supposed to come out Saturday. But because we are waiting on when the Jurassic World Dominion kill count can come out, we don't want to... Basically, as soon as that copyright claim is released, which we're hoping will happen, we're going to release the video. So we don't want to release the Megan interview and then have the claim released and then not be able to release... So... The Megan interview will come out after the Jurassic World Dominion. Also, they're both Universal. We didn't get paid for the Megan interview, man. It's a good interview. I really like doing it. I like the opportunity to talk to those people, but like, Universal, you're kind of fucking us with one thing. I don't know, with this other thing. What the fuck? So we're trying to figure that out. I know Universal wants that interview out. We want the fucking kill count out, you know? So, Jurassic World Dominion, the kill count, please check it out when it comes out. It is an episode that I absolutely love. I love this kill count. If you're a patron, maybe you saw it. I think it's a lot of fun. I think the behind the scenes for that movie are so fucking good. The animatronic dinosaurs are breathtaking, man. They're so good. So, hopefully that episode will come out. You can watch it on Patreon. Do you not sign before film interviews? Sign what? Autograph? They don't know who I am. The other thing too, though, Ben, I realize this. I mean, this is a peek under the hood for YouTube. I don't think it's confirmed anywhere, but it seems to be the case that the later in a month, the higher your ad revenue is. It feels like at the beginning of each month, the amount you make per ad that runs on your videos kind of resets to a lower baseline, and then it goes up during the month. I feel like that's a general belief that that's the case. And so it sucks that we were going to release Jurassic World Dominion kill count at the end of June. And now it's going to be released at the beginning of July. And if that theory is true, then our potential earnings on that video have just been dropped by a lot. I don't know if that's true. Oh, Midnight Queen says they work in ad agencies, and that was how their ad budgets worked, so... But I'm just like, God damn, man. You're really fucking us on this. My assumption is that the Dominion kill count will come out this Friday. If the claim gets released, I don't know if I really want to release it on like a Monday or a Tuesday. I worry it would be negatively impacted by that. This Friday, there wasn't supposed to be a kill count on 4th of July, so... maybe it can just slide on into that spot. I don't know. But I'm just bummed that this episode that I think is going to do really well, that I'm personally very proud of, had its like perfect release messed up. It was supposed to come out the week before the new Jurassic World movie at the end of the month. It was going to be a whole thing. It was going to be good. Then I got screwed by a fucking copyright claim. And it just sucks. Yeah, just sucks dealing with that, but it'll come out when it comes out. After Jurassic World Dominion will be Fear Street Prom Queen. Another not very good movie. very not good at all. But again, fun kill count, fun ragging on that a bit. That'll be Friday, July 11th, 7-Eleven, Make-A-Wish. After Fear Street Prom Queen on July 18th will be Hell of a Summer. Nice little summer movie in the middle of summer for you. Oh, also, man, by delaying the Jurassic World Dominion kill count into July, now we can't say every month has had 3 kill counts. Because June will only have had Stepfather 2 and The Blackening. We can go with the, on average, we released at least 3 kill counts a month, but technically, June only had 2. God damn it, Universal. God damn it. Very dumb. Just pretend it came out in June. It was supposed to. It was done and ready. Listen, we did our part. We hit our deadlines, dog. Oh, that's true. It did come out on Patreon. It had its film festival release. You know, count it. Count it. It's fine. Stupid. And after Hell of a Summer, I haven't announced it yet, but fuck it, let's do it. Let's ball, dude. Friday, July 25th. If you can't reach the thing up on that shelf, don't worry. You will after that day, because you'll have your long legs. Long legs. Kill count. July 25th. Is that what he does? I think that's what he does. I'm excited to revisit that movie. Thanks, fashionable changeling. Oh, Long Boys. They're talking about the Lost Boys musical, and I said Long Boys. That's a different movie. Lost Boys musical might do really well. That's good. Cool. Hot Saw Summer for Saw 3 comes out on Wednesday. Once again, if you are living in a fucking bubble and you're not aware, Hot Saw Summer is every single week this summer. Weekly podcast episodes as we go through every Saw movie. Chelsea and I, along with Gressel, who has never seen them before. It's great. We've already recorded the first 6 episodes. And we fucking love this series, like I was saying earlier. So you will see the return, that's right, Jammo, of slow ass motherfucking Jeff. You will see our in-depth discussion of Jeff and whether his slowness is justified. Oh man. God, I love Saw. God, I love Saw. Which episode did we do has an all-timer moment? I think Saw 5. There's a moment in the Saw 5 podcast that will be clipped and remembered forever. It will. I don't know if it'll be quite the Mandy axe legendary, but it'll be up there. We have not seen Saw the musical, but thank you, Maya Chase. Out of context material, yeah, dude. Out of context, in context, it's gonna be a clip for the ages. That's for sure. Poop knife. Oh man, kind of hard to beat poop knife. But it'll be top 5 moment for sure. Poop knife bloodlines. And Zorn is doing a game stream on Thursday at 2 p.m. Pacific. Game TBD. Not sure what game it'll be. Anything else dead meat wise? We got the newsletter. I'm also doing the Instagram channel. It's like a feed that you can subscribe to if you use Instagram. If you go to Instagram, you can see it says Dead Meat Feed. So if you click that, it's just, you know what? I've been using it kind of like an old school Facebook timeline. I've just been posting updates and random things. Here's a video of me rock climbing on the cruise. That's me. I'm way high up there. Posted a video of me drinking wine on a little elevator guy. Chelsea and I. So it's both personal and dead meat updates, but you know, it's fun. It's fun. It was more of the personal stuff when we were on the cruise having a good time, but it'll mostly be horror and dead meat related. So check that out if you're really into that. It's a fun thing to post too. And the newsletter comes out every Sunday. I write a little section when I can. Small personal note, I also joined a screenwriting workshop to finally turn an idea I've been talking about for years into an actual thing. So the first 8 weeks of this screenwriting workshop is idea to outline. I've had 2 classes, so just trying to... No, not the athletes one. Not pregame. Not pregame. That's not me. Pregame isn't my idea. That's our buddy Nick's script, and that is an actual script. My goal is to make an idea that I had into an actual script. Would love to do that. Not that good yet. Mine is about a bachelor party. So I've been thinking about it for years, been trying to make it into an actual thing that I write. We'll see if that happens. It's been 15 years since I wrote a script, like a feature script, so trying to get back into that. like the Tom Hanks movie. And I can safely say that my script is nothing like any Tom Hanks movie. Anything else? Dead Meat. I know there's a long list of trailers here. You know what? Here, let's watch like 2 trailers because I want to see this. I want to see what The Strangers 2 has to offer. And I want to see this Bone Lake movie because I heard it's sexy. I want to see a sexy movie. And you'll have to watch the trailer with me and it'll be awkward like you're watching a nude scene with your parents. You'll just have to sit there and deal with it. What's Witchboard? I feel like I've heard of that, maybe? Let's do that one, too. Let's check out what we got. So first up is The Strangers Chapter 2. Strangers Chapter 1 was my least favorite horror movie of that year. Was that last year? God damn, I really did not like that movie. Good interview with the director. You can watch that interview, but shh. Oh, Fortnite stream? I do have my new computer up and running. As of yesterday, I finally have a computer up and running that can play Fortnite. I played Fortnite last night for the first time in 2 months. Not a huge fan of the superhero stuff, but that other mode with the air bending or the bending, that shit was dope. Did I buy Billy? I've already had Billy, Ben. What's that other mode called? Oh, yeah, we're going to play Subnautica 2 like a motherfucker, dude. We love Subnautica. No one knows what I'm talking about with that other mode? Blitz Royale. John Paul Ray knows. Blitz Royale fucking rules. Very good time. Very good time. All right, let's see what this is. When I watched Strangers Chapter 1, I thought it was awful, but I did say hopefully the sequels are less awful because it won't be watching the same fucking movie again, but worse. Let's see what it looks like.
Come on, Sheriff. We all want to hear about who killed that young couple.
Why are you doing this to us?
Because you're here.
The girl didn't die.
He's not there. He's dead.
Wouldn't leave me.
He's dead. Don't get your hopes up, lady. Ah, baghead. Wait, what song is this?
Is Tamara here?
I'll let you know what song this is when I get the email that this video's been copyright claimed. Now I'll find out for sure. Bad Things by Cults. Well, Cults is about to fucking take all the ad revenue from this video. Oh, are they pulling a Halloween 2? Is it her in a hospital the whole time? He's back.
So you're the one everybody's talking about.
What led her to be in this situation? What? Let me get into this car with these very ominous people and squeeze right there in the middle. Bitch seat, right? That's what that was called in high school, not bitch, right? That just came back. Dude, we were so serious about shotgun that I printed out a rule book for shotgun. Because I remember you had to say shotgun, no blitz. Because if you said shotgun and then someone said blitz, they could take it over. Oh, God, and then we also did doorknob. Do you know doorknob? If you farted in front of your friends and one of them called doorknob, everyone got to, like, beat the shit out of you until you touched a doorknob. And so it became this thing with our friends. I'm not making shit up, Tantrum. It became a thing with I can't believe this is just like flooding back to me. My friends and I were so serious about playing doorknob, where if you farted, someone else could call doorknob and everyone gets to beat the shit out of you until you touch a doorknob. This is a real thing. We became so obsessed with doorknob and it became so ingrained in us that for years, every time even if I was by myself, if I farted, I would say doorknob. If I was sitting at home by myself on the computer and I farted, I just doorknob. And this this pursued and carried its way into college. I would be in college, hanging out with people, and and no one would hear anything. It'd be a silent thing, but I would say doorknob. And then people would be like, what the fuck is that? And just my one friend from high school would be like, dude. But it got to a point where I'm not fucking joking. One of our friends carried a doorknob around in their pocket. An actual doorknob. And maybe this was just at LAN parties. I don't think they brought it to school. But they had a fucking doorknob in their pocket. So if they farted and someone called doorknob, they would just have it in their fucking pocket, dude. So that we couldn't beat the shit out of them. Because that's what boys do to each other. That's what teenage boys do. We just look for excuses to beat the shit out of each other. And so if you fart and you don't say safety, that was how you avoided it. That's what it was. You don't say doorknob when you fart. I would just be sitting by myself in a room. I would just say safety. Be like, what the fuck is safety? So I don't get doorknobbed. That's right. Sorry, I'm an old man. These youthful memories are flooding back slowly. And I forgot that you have to say safety to avoid getting doorknobbed. I miss when that was my biggest concern in life. Doorknob bloodlines! There's my next script idea, dude. All right, let's get back. Safety. Just kidding. I didn't fart. All right.
So you're the one everybody's talking about.
James was just in a doorknob-themed fight club. That's all it was. Look up doorknob and safety, dude. It's a real thing. It's a real... Right? It's a real thing, right? Yes! The millennial guy is still playing the doorknob game. Oh, called out, dude. A psychoanalysis explains why some of us can't stop saying safety long after the threat of punches is gone. I'm not fucking crazy, dude. I'm not fucking crazy. It's right here. Thank you, Jigsaw Blogs. I'm not fucking crazy, dude. He became conditioned to say safety after every burp or fart. I'm telling you, dude. We're a generation of traumatized young men. I feel so vindicated. But for some reason, many men have taken to the internet to wonder if anyone else, literally me in this moment, now grown adults with jobs and responsibilities, still whisper safety to themselves after safety. Oh, fuck me. Okay. All right. I guess. No, wrong. All right. Fucking Strangers. Strangers chapter 2. Okay. Pavlov wishes.
That survived. You were stabbed, right? What'd it feel like?
I felt like they liked it. It was some kind of ritual.
But she was like a little cat, dude. This is Lucy. That is Lucy to me. Every morning.
Ritual.
But it's been going on for years.
Who are they?
Why are they doing this?
Does there have to be a why?
She's back in a house. It's not a Halloween 2 situation. Oh, are we gonna get to see them unmasked? Or is that gonna have to wait till the... Oh, I'm not gonna do what I've done before and click the video that we are literally in right now. 5.5 million views. That's the thing, dude. The first Strangers actually made money. Strangers Chapter 1. Man. That's what makes money? Okay. All right. I will withhold all my thoughts. All right, yeah, this is what I want to see. Bone Lake. All I've heard is that this movie is fucking horny. Let's see if it rings true. I hear a lot of movies try to take that tack. Be like, yeah, we're so erotic and sexy and horny, and I'm like, are you? The title is promising. It is literally called Bone Lake. And the premise, I know the premise, sounds like they can get up to some boning shenanigans here. So let's see it. Boner Lake, that's right.
This house is insane.
We have this house for the weekend.
But we too
also booked
have
this
this house for the
for the
weekend.
weekend.
So this is a barbarian type setup.
Suggesting we share this place with total strangers?
That looks pretty horny. What's that body? Oh, butts! Butts in a trailer!
To a new friendship.
New friendship.
Cheers.
Age restriction, no, dude. YouTube has become butt friendly in the past couple of years. It started with the old kill count when we were like, can we get away with this butt? And we did. And since then, we've had butts all over the place. Substance kill count, butt central, baby. Yeah, it's butt tube now. I don't know. I don't know who fucking took over in leadership, but they're doing something right at the top. Dealing with the bottom. Yeah, cool. This looks horny. I think the cast is just the 4 of them. So where does the horror come from? I don't know. It's a nightmarish maze of sex, lies, and manipulation, bringing terrifying secrets to light and triggering a bloody battle for survival. Okay. All right. Now this has only 500,000. You know what? That's not bad for an independent film. I don't know. Is it independent? I don't know. But sure, it's 5 million fewer views than the fucking Strangers Chapter 2 trailer, but that's not bad. We've watched trailers with fewer views than that, folks. Never forget Hoagie. Boner Lake. I'm excited for it. And 10-11, what's this? Witchboard? What's Witchboard? Who's that? I don't know who these people are. Oh, Jamie Campbell Boner. He's in this. All right, let's see.
Clear your mind. And focus on the pendulum.
This is part of the video? That thing that looks like an ad down there is part of the video. They exported this with that overlaid on it. That's fucking gross. That's disgusting. I want to go close it. And I couldn't. That's horrible. Ugh. Yeah. What am I, watching a fucking sports game on TV with... No, if that was the case, it would be like up to here. Those ads are shameless in how much screen space they've encroached upon. Ads! Fucking ads everywhere. We really live in a fucking hellscape. All right. Oh, more butts.
Powerful forces at play. We must journey back.
Okay, this is horny too.
Back to she who carved this board. To stir its dark magic.
Whoa! Oh, that's fun. That's a good thing. Cool.
Pendulum board. They were used for contact spirits. This could easily be over 100 years old.
I'm sorry, this thing's just gonna chill here this whole fucking video? I thought maybe it would be there for like the cold open. It's just gonna fucking chill. Come on! Well, I guess now I know that it's in theaters August 15th. Sure.
Worth anything?
Tell me about the board.
Just feels like bad juju to me.
You know so little, yet here you are. And I know so much.
Tell us, Vecna.
Christian?
Those blurred boobs.
There is such a thing as destiny, and hers is not with you.
If you liked that, then you'll love this.
Ugh. Okay. Someone said this is a remake. 1986 supernatural horror film. Okay. Is this any good? I've actually, I don't think I've heard of this. Although the critical response was largely unfavorable, is obtained a cult following. Oh, and Carol Clover gave it some significant critical analysis in Men, Women, and Chainsaws. That makes me want to watch this and then reread that section of Men, Women, and Chainsaws, the seminal book in horror literature. Oh, the director did Night of the Demons. Night of the Demons sucks. I like it, but it sucks. It's a boring ass fucking movie. Oh no! Oh yeah, they directed it. Witchboard in the 80s is kind of like Damien bringing accidental death to its end. Nipple lipstick. I know, dude. We'll always have the nipple lipstick. Nipstick. Oh, Night of the Demons will definitely get kill counted. 100%. I don't know about Witchboard, but I don't know. I thought that looked kind of cool. I find it funny that today we've watched trailers for 2 movies by Nightmare on Elm Street sequel directors. Since Chuck Russell... Oh, no, not Bone Lake. Bone Lake is the one that was not by one of them. Because Remy Harlan, right? I interviewed him. I should fucking know. Is it Remy Harlan? Rennie Harlan. He did Nightmare 4. And then these Strangers movies. And then Chuck Russell did Nightmare 3. And then this Witchboard movie. So that's kind of fun. That's fun. I'll leave it to you to just think about that. And about how coincidences in this world, like, what are they really coincidences? Or, like, does shit actually, like, serve, like, a deeper purpose? Is there, like, a reason that happened? We started this stream talking about fucking nightmare recounts. And then we end up watching 2 trailers by Nightmare sequel directors. Like, dude, that's pretty fucking heavy, dude. Then we started talking about, like, doorknob and safety. I don't know, dude. It all might mean something. You gotta call safety if you fart around Freddy, or else he's gonna fucking stab you. Or at least carry around a doorknob. That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you today. All right. Thanks, everyone. Realize, but baby. Realize literally helped Chelsea and I solve a blueprints puzzle. So I'll always be grateful for that. Okay. I've got my workout. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We'll see you around. Glad to be back. Bye.